Yo, double up, man, I'm tryna add zeros. Them man there for the other win, but we got it last minute, man, I feel like Aguero. Long time I've been dishing out CVs, but down that speak to a boss. And my young bro linking these girls, now he pissed, he got makeup on his Fendi top. I'm on route to a mill like Heskey. And my city might be coming for the Sterling, I'm speeding like Stanley, so we might get tech. And this ain't no Ben. She pull her top up like myself. She said she wanna go to the finals. Could she even hold the semi?
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy E, 1/3 of the High Press Podcast. And once again, I'm here with the boy Bijan. What's going on, sir? Long time no speak. How you doing, man?
What's good? Long time. We back. We back and ready for y'all.
Yeah, man. High Press Podcast is back. You know, we took a little hiatus, like always. I've actually made a couple appearances on Barstool in between. You know what I'm saying? You know, getting our name out there. Shout out to Troops and Zai and the Barca again clique. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big shout out to them, and in general what Barstool is trying to do, getting involved in the footy market worldwide. Love it, man. Love it.
Yeah, bro. That shit is definitely good, man. I mean, they got all the other sports covered, right? So why not, right?
Why not get the most popular sport in the fucking world covered? So
makes sense, man. Y'all doing y'all thing. But anyway, we back here. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. Everybody been hitting us on Twitter. We've been getting new followers. So we was like, I guess we got to record a show, right?
Yeah, yo, Fro. So to our new followers, just so you know, we do like to smoke weed, and sometimes that isn't the most productive, you know. So there is a reason podcasts aren't consistent, but we're going to be bringing you consistent content here, man.
Trying, man. Yo, I see you got a new setup. I see the Chicago skyline in the back. That's there.
Right. Yeah. So I moving on out. I'm out of the hood now, so no more sirens and ambulance disrupting the pods. So yeah, no, new spot, new neighborhood, new location to record this.
That's what's up, man. Yo, you know, congratulations, doing all your thing. I gotta come out there to Chicago soon too, man. I was actually talking to Troops, and Troops said that he's gonna try to set up some, like, you know, live watch along parties in certain cities where they don't have the crazy COVID restrictions. He said Chicago was one of them. So
it is.
If you go out to Chicago, I'm already out there with you. You know, we gonna do it up.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty lit out here. Like, you know, indoor dining is shut down, but there you can still do outdoor here. And like, people in Chicago are used to the cold and shit. So if it's cold outside, they out there anyway. And
all right, man, that's what's up. So let's get into it, man. We figured we'd change up the kind of the format a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Kind of do a quick, you know, couple topics. I think we got, since we haven't recorded in a while, we got about 10 topics for y'all. You know, we're just kind of gonna spit out the topic and then give our opinion on it, kind of like some PTI type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
Yeah. Little rapid fire, little less long form. It's better for clips too, because I want to start putting out clips on the YouTube of the podcast. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when you got an hour and a half show, you know, it's better if you can break it down into 10-minute clips, little 15-minute clips and shit. So, you know, like I said, man, we trying to do it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We trying to work it out, you know, trying to get our little technical skills up. You know what I'm saying? So just bear with us. But anyway, yo, so let's get into it, man. The first topic that's on my mind, and I know it's on your mind too. Will a team from Merseyside win the Premier League this year? Bijan, go ahead, man.
Yes, I think so. I really do. And I was actually talking with you about this offline. I personally think that the Liverpool just they just made a statement with that 7-0 win against Crystal Palace. It's a team traveling to Crystal Palace is a place that Liverpool normally do not have success at all. Crystal Palace is our bogey team. So to make that type of statement right at the midway point of the season, I think that Liverpool is no longer looking back. I think that was it, and we will never leave first place again.
This early though, it's 13 games in.
I think that's it. I think they're hitting the groove, because with all these injuries, you know, And to be in first place right now, it's pretty nice. And then, Thiago's going to be coming back. We're going to get some more people coming back. There's some rumors about some whispers for, the transfer market in January. So we'll see. But I personally think that the statement game against Crystal Palace, to go 8 points above City, who I personally think is really our only major title contender at this point. We'll get to that. But I think that was a huge statement for us to go 8 points clear of them. We're 4 points clear of the next team. I think Liverpool is now about to get into results pool. It's just going to be churning results nonstop for this winter season.
So who's number 2 in the Premier League right now? I just want to know.
Since we came to record this, but. Yeah, no, Everton, dude, I am fucking impressed with Everton, man. Listen, if I didn't hate Everton so much, they would be my number 2 team. Because honestly, they're doing shit I'm really supportive of the overall way they're doing it. They have a core, and then they were just adding to that core, bringing in a world-class manager. And, Everton's not a team that, disrespects the game in any way or anything like that. So I think it's good to see, but it's very surprising to see as well. I mean, when Carlo Ancelotti came in, you knew they were going to be you expected some things from him. Am I right?
Of course. Yeah, of course.
But at this point last year, before Ancelotti came in, we didn't know that he was actually going to come in. So to look at Everton a year later to see where they're at, that's fucking impressive, man.
I mean, and it's literally been a year. He came in last December. We were in 16th place, I think. Fucking this dude Marco Silva was killing us. You know what I'm saying? We had to get him out here. And I believe since Carlo took over, we've gotten the most points in the Premier League from any team other than Liverpool and Man City. So that speaks volumes in and itself. Before I go into it, I was
going to say it also speaks that this isn't no fluke either. Like, he's getting points against teams that he going into those matches they weren't expected to get points from. So I think that's another testament. So they're not just beating up on teams that are worse than them. They're beating up on teams that are at their level and better and considered better. So
right,
that's very
because usually the problem with Everton is that they don't do well against traditional top 6 sides, right? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if you look at our games this year, if you look at our fixtures, we've only kept 3 clean sheets this year, right? But look at the teams we kept clean sheets against. Spurs in the first week of the season, and then back-to-back clean sheets versus Chelsea and Leicester City. Yeah. Those are, you know what I'm saying? Those are Champions League clubs right there. Say what you want about Leicester. They're not a traditional powerhouse, but them boys been flying ever since they won the Premier League.
Yeah. And then, what I will say to that, too, is, shutting down Harry Kane and Son, who are, on fucking fire this season, too. And then that Chelsea team that, what they spend, a fucking $250 million.
Yeah, exactly. So going back to piggyback on what you say, I also think a Liverpool team is gonna win the Premier League, and unfortunately, I think it's gonna be Liverpool. I hate saying it, especially to you wearing that fucking jersey.
Dirty, doesn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't feel right, man. It really doesn't. It doesn't feel right. It feels like it feels like I'm banging my sister and shit. It's nasty. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, I mean, I think Liverpool has, 3-4 years ago, before Liverpool started this project, they kind of were where Everton or I guess at, So it takes time, and that time you're gonna have to lose to get that experience of what it takes to win. And Liverpool had to go through those growing pains, and we're here now. But 5 years ago, it was not like that.
Yeah, and I mean, it is very surprising for us to be second or third wherever we're at right now. So, I don't have the standings in front of me. What happened?
And so quickly too.
Yeah, and so quickly. we did start off great. We kind of cooled off a little bit because we had some injuries. We had a couple red card issues. You know, we lost like 3 straight, but we've bounced back really well. And I like how the team is gelling. I like how we're lining up. I also liked a lot of the signings we made, man. Decore, you know what I'm saying? My guy, the Brazilian Tasmanian Devil.
Now, Alan is
Alan. Fucking awesome, bro. He's been killing it this year.
Ox.
Yo, that guy just never stops running, fam. Like, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And another low-key signing, Ben Godfrey, bro, from Norwich City. Ben Godfrey has stepped in at fullback with the injuries to Lucas Dean and Seamus Coleman. Him and Mason Holgate are holding it fucking down, bro.
Yeah. I mean, that's a very shrewd signing right there. Ben Godfrey was on, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he was on anybody's radar, right?
I mean, you know, he was linked with, you know, Premier League because, you know, with the whole Norwich City, you know, they were gonna go down and shit, you know, so they kind of had to got rid of him. He's like was 23. He was the only, like, you know, piece that they could sell off and actually cash in for some money, which they needed. And you know, but Ben Godfrey, man, that dude is fucking great, yo. And of course, DCL, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, scored again this week. Well, versus Arsenal, well, not really scored. I think they got an own goal.
Yeah, it was an own goal.
You know, but you know, with him up front banging and shit, Richarlison on the left, Iwobi on the right. He still can't cross for shit. I'm always gonna say that every fucking podcast I'm on. I just love how we're playing right now. You know, I love how
Calvert-Lewin's goal.
What happened?
He got the assist on Calvert-Lewin's goal.
Right, yeah. If you're gonna consider that assist,
was a nice cross, though.
Yeah, that was a nice little ball in the box. He just gets in great positions. I love how we're playing right now. We're tough, you know. Where Mina and Keane have been great too. We're not conceding goals like that. And that's why, you know, we're flying high right now. My question to you is, as an Everton hater, do you think that we're going to keep up this pace and finish top 4? Not necessarily top 2. Do you think we'll get Champions League, or do you think we're more 5-6 for Europa?
I mean, obviously, it depends. Can Everton stay healthy, right?
Right, exactly.
Can make sure that some of your more important players don't go down for a significant amount of time. I think that's the number one. But I think I have no evidence to tell me otherwise that Everton can't be a top 4 team.
Historically, actually, we can literally transition into the next topic. Carlo Ancelotti. One thing he does is get teams into Champions League, bro.
I mean, that's what he does. He's a world-class man. And I was going to say, that's Everton. They have the team, right? They have good players all around. They have a solid-ish depth. Good enough, essentially.
Right, good enough. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Have the hunger, and good enough if you have the manager. And they do. And that's why I think I think they can get top 4. And I think when the season is over, Everton will be sitting in that 4th spot.
I fucking love to hear that. I love that shit. Yeah.
I think so, man. I really think so. Because Ancelotti is like this guy. He also, too, like, he's a world-class manager. But the last few years, he's had a little rough go, you know, where he's kind of like, people have been calling into question Carlo, you know? So I also think this is a little like, you know, Carlos sticking it to people too. He's like, yo, you thought I was done? Watch
this shit. Yeah, watch this shit. You know, I mean, he does have a billionaire owner too, and it's not like we're a little club. Everton is one of the original Premier League clubs. You know what I'm saying? We're older than Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, let's not forget that.
They'll spend the money. I think they need to solidify top 4 to get that higher quality of player that's gonna want to actually come at this point. But Ancelotti solved some of that because players will want to come play for that type of manager. And I mean, I think Ancelotti is proving some of those that may have thought he was done. I think he's showing them like, hold on, man, hold on.
Now, Carlo Ancelotti. Do you think he's a top 5 manager of all time?
You know, I was gonna argue that I think he is, just considering his history and where he's done it. You know, he's done it in Milan, he's done it in Italy, he did it for Madrid. He won the treble, quadruple he won there?
Yeah, he won 4 trophies in 2014.
I mean, like, come on. This guy he's won Champions Leagues with multiple teams.
So
right?
with Carlo Ancelotti, he has 30 titles total. I mean, so 30 trophies, right? Between cup competitions, league trophies, all of these miscellaneous shits. He's only one of 3 managers to have 3 Champions League titles. And he's only, I think he's like one of, I think he's like
and he did it with 3 different teams, right? It was Chelsea.
No, two. He won 2 with Milan, and he won 1 with Real Madrid.
I thought he won one with Chelsea.
He never won Champions League with Chelsea.
Oh.
And you also got to remember, he has 2 Champions League victories as a player too. So he got 5 in total.
Man's a winner.
And that's on top of what he did, just like you said, at AC Milan, kind of bringing them back from the dead type shit. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think Carlo is one of the best managers of all time, just because, just like you said, his history. You know what I'm saying? The guy does it pretty much everywhere he goes. You know, his first club in Serie A, I forgot what the name of it, but he got them promoted in his first season. Then he goes to Parma, he gets them promoted. He gets them into the Champions League also in his first season. Then he goes to Juve. His time at Juve wasn't horrible, but speaking of Juve right here, you know what I'm saying? Gang. But it wasn't what Juve was expecting. He didn't win a league title in Juve. The first season, he lost by 1 point because they blew like a 5-point lead, I think, with 3 games left. So he finished runner-up both times. Then he goes over to AC Milan and he wins 2 fucking Champions Leagues with AC Milan.
Yeah, he could have won 3, you know.
Yeah, well, because fucking Liverpool beat him in 1, but then the next season he came back and then he got his back. He got his back. Shot back. You know what I'm saying? And then, like we mentioned, he was at Chelsea doing things. He was over at Bayern Munich. His time in Bayern was okay. They did win the league, but they got knocked out of Champions League. You know, now he's over here at Everton. Just like you said, he's bringing us back to the top, man. He's making people want to actually come, you know, and play for Everton because they want to play for a Hall of Fame coach.
Yep. I think if you're not good enough to play for Liverpool, Everton's not a bad place to go next.
He also won the league at PSG, you know.
Yep.
So you know this guy has 7 league titles, 4 in Serie A, 1 in Premier League, 1 in La Liga, 1 in the Bundesliga. So that's 4 leagues that he got titles in. He got 4 Coppa Italias, 3 Champions League, 1 FA Cup, 1 Copa del Rey, and 14 other trophies. Bro, like, how many people have that type of a record? Not many.
No.
Not many. So, like, when you think of the best coaches ever, right? You think of who? Sir Alex Ferguson. You think of Arsene Wenger, right? You think of Pep. You think of Klopp. You know? You think of guys like, you know,
Mourinho,
Antonio Conte, right?
Yeah, you got to put Mourinho in that.
Jose, yes, exactly. Mourinho as well, right? Guys that have done it across multiple leagues at various times in their career, you know. So I just kind of thought that was a good transition topic because a lot of people know that Carlo is a great manager, but I just don't really think that people like give him the credit that he deserves. I think he might be the best manager of all time.
Could make that argument for sure. And like honestly, that Milan team that he was coaching back in the day that he put together. Honestly, you could put an argument that was one of the best teams ever.
Bro, they was killing. And then when he was in Chelsea, they broke a Premier League record. I think they were the first team in the Premier League to score more than 100 goals in a season. He won the league with them, and then he won one of the cups. It was either the League Cup. Yeah, I think it might have been the League Cup. And he has the third best winning percentage in the Premier League of all time, behind Arsene Wenger and Jose Mourinho. And he hasn't even been in the Premier League that long. So if Everton keep going on this trajectory, he might even surpass both of them.
Yeah, well, only time will tell.
Shout out to my guy, Carlo Magnifico. Mwah! My fucking Italian brother. Bijan. Speaking of Italian brothers, look, y'all see it up there. John Gotti. You know what I'm saying? Gang, you look, I have the Holy Trinity. I have fucking Tony Montana. I got the Notorious B.I.G. And then I got John Gotti, bro. You know what I mean?
Say.
My idols. A rapper, a drug dealer, and a mobster. That goes to tell you what type of time I'm on, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But so let's stay in the Premier League. It's a lot of talk about the team from North London, Arsenal. I've been watching a lot of Arsenal games, doing a lot of Arsenal talk, being, with troops and shit like that. And a lot of people are calling for Arteta's job, bro. Do you think it's valid for them to call for his job?
I'm one of those people, honestly. I'm not even an Arsenal fan. I'm just, get him out, bro. I'm tired of that shit. Like, honestly, I don't think they should have even ever fucking hired Arteta. Like, a lot
of people said that. A lot of people said that there was a lot better coaches.
Get this job. Like, bro, this is what fucking pisses me off. So there were plenty of other managers way more deserving of that opportunity, and then they go and give it to Arteta. Like,
they could have had Carlo.
Could have had Carlo. Could have had Allegri. Like, you could have had Jose Mourinho before the Spurs came in. You could have shit on your rivals while taking their fucking coach that they were going after. 2 birds and 1 stone right there. But I don't know what they were doing. But what I would say is, like, fucking Arteta, dude, the guy is an assistant manager under Pep. One of the best coaches. We just fucking talked about him and put him in an argument for one of the best coaches ever, with a team that has an unlimited purse. Like, and he was the assistant coach. Like, you better fucking do good in that job. Like, you fucking kidding me? And then you want to give him the Arsenal job, a team that's supposed to be one of the top teams in England? Like, I was actually pretty upset about that.
So was Troops. Troops said from the beginning, Troops said, man hands out cones. He's like, I never wanted him.
No, he's right, though. He's right. He's right. I think Arteta needed to go somewhere smaller. Maybe he needed to go to the like, look what Lampard did, for example. He went to Derby, proved himself. Yeah, it was only 1 season or 2 seasons, however long it was. But the point is, he fucking did it, and he showed that, like, yo, I can do this. He almost brought Derby up. Like,
right, yeah, exactly. He went to the playoffs and they lost in the last round and shit.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, Arteta, like, honestly, and that also goes to show you where Arteta's fucking head is at, too. Like, this dude didn't go through any of the growing pains that, your top managers go to, and all of a sudden he gets handed a job. He's like, nope, I deserve this. Let me walk right into this fucking job. Like, man. And it honestly pisses me off, too, because growing up, like, back in the day, like, I used to really like Arsenal. Like, I was a big fan of those teams. Like, Henry is my favorite non-Liverpool player, hands down. So, like, I really like that team. And then, you come to respect the way they actually do things. They were a team that always brought up their younger talent, always promoted from within the club, always, found those budding stars and developed them. So I love that type of shit. So, like, to see Arsenal going through what they're going through now kind of sucks if you're, like, a fan of the game,
It's rough, man, and fans are calling for his job.
People
tried to back him, and I think it's rightfully so. I think he has to go, you know?
Because he's not also, what you got to see is he's not doing anything really different either.
That's what it is. He's not making any adjustments. He's just fucking putting the team sheet up there and hoping that shit works out. Like, bro, you have to adjust. If you see they're killing you on the left, do something. If you see they're killing you in the midfield, do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. If you see you're not scoring any fucking goals, put somebody in there that's gonna score a goal.
Or like change it up a little, take some people. Yeah, you know, like it's insanity. He's trying to get results with doing the same thing over and over again.
Right, yeah, he's banging his head against the fucking wall.
Like, bro, like what I don't understand is like you've already lost like what 4 games in a row at this point. What the fuck does it matter if you switch everything up and then you lose? Like you're already like
you losing already, yeah, right?
Anyway,
losing already anyway. Who cares, right?
Yeah, bro, it's crazy to me, man. And like I saw some of the lineups and like, dude. Come on.
So yeah, and you know, a lot of people are saying that people are saying that he's lost. You know, a lot of people in the locker room. You know, there's a lot of people that are angry for them that because he puts you in for one game. If you don't score or you have a bad game, you don't play for the next month.
Fucking worst thing you can do. Like, bro, you're also not coming from City where you have Sergio Aguero and
right,
Jason.
Yeah, exactly.
There, you know, like. You took this, but you also have Aubameyang. So, like, Aubameyang, get that man some fucking service. Plan around that. Make sure everyone is putting this guy in a position. Like, I don't know what they're practicing and training or something, but that man gets no service. And he still had a golden boot last year, like, or 2 years or whatever.
And he still hasn't played Ozil.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean,
like, what are you doing?
I don't really know what's going on too much with Ozil and Arsenal. Like, there's definitely some other shit that we don't know about. But, like, I mean, I was actually saying it the other day. Like, at this point, you need to play Ozil and fucking – I think that Arsenal should play 2 strikers with Lacazette and
Aubameyang, right.
And then have Ozil as your 10 or center forward, literally just playing right behind them.
Right behind them, right, yeah.
And don't even have him any defensive responsibilities. Play Party's injured, but like Party and El Nani or like get another destroyer and just have them just fucking run back and forth. You have Maitland Niles on the wing, and then you have the other wing, and then play your 3 center backs, and you're fine. Your defense is taken care of somewhat if you have your 2 destroyers, and then your attack is at least you're doing something different. Like I already thought of something different.
Yeah, exactly, right? You're like, I'm not even the fucking coach, right? Y'all ain't paying me for this shit, you know? It's crazy, man.
Guys, hire me.
Yeah. Right now, you heard it first on the High Press podcast. Bijan is gunning for the Arsenal job, literally.
I promise you, I can do better than what Arteta is doing. I swear to you.
Damn. All right. Well, speaking of Arteta, if he does get sacked, who do you think they should bring in?
It's a great question. Great question. I love this question. That's I think there's a few managers they can actually bring in. I personally, if I were Arsenal's higher ups, I'd be getting Rafa Benitez phone right fucking now.
He's still in China, right?
Yeah. Get him out of fucking China. I mean, he's probably getting paid there, but like at the same time, I would be bringing in Rafa right now. The guy's done it. First of all, the guy can work around. He can work around stingy owners. He's done it before multiple times and has delivered results with it. So that's number 1 right there. Kroenke is about as stingy as they come. So bring in Rafa, bro. He'll get miles out of inches. Then guys won a Champions League. He's proven to punch above his weight, whether that was with Liverpool beating Milan in the Champions League final, coming within a fucking shouting distance of Manchester United in that league run. I think it was in 2007 when Torres went off. So, like, he can fuck with you on a title run, and he can take a shit team and get you into the Premier League. The guy can do it all, bro. So So and he's very familiar with the Premier League, how it's
right. He's been there before. You know what I'm saying? He knows the clubs.
Team. He's been to the top 4. He knows what it's like. So, and he's coached world-class players, and he's developed or helped develop players that weren't world-class. So I think Rafa is a great first choice for them. I also think Brendan Rodgers is another great look for them.
Brendan Rodgers from Leicester City.
Yeah, like 2 former Liverpool managers. Like, obviously, like, why am I shouting them out? But, like, hear me out on Brendan Rodgers, too. The guy loves himself a project. Like, that's this guy's thing. He's a project. He loves projects and rebuilding things. He took Liverpool very close to a title in 2013 with that Suarez team and everything like that. But I also think that Leicester cycle might be done sooner than we think, because Jamie Vardy is getting up there in age. So, like,
right.
years is he gonna have left? Maybe a few more. He's on the other side of 30, still fucking nice. But like James Maddison, the next, like, they're also one of their fucking best players. He's probably getting a move imminently. Like, some clubs will be in for him. So I think maybe Brendan Rodgers might be thinking, my time, this window is closing here. It might be time for me to look on to somewhere else. And that Arsenal job in London with a rebuilding project, some decent pieces already in place. It's a pretty attractive project. And then my last shout, I would bring in Ralph Rangnick from
Rangnick. Okay.
Yeah, Red Bull. Because, like, look at Red Bull, bro. That team, they fucking scout like the best of them. And, I mean, you have a guy, and that's what Arsenal likes to do. They're stingy. They want to build from within, the club already. That guy has proven success doing that. Like, look where Red Bull Leipzig were 8 years ago, and now look where they are now. They're a fucking knockout stage Champions League team.
Right. They routinely have some of the best players in the world, and he gets the best out of them too.
Gets the best out. So
that's a good shout out. I had a couple shout outs. Pochettino. Now a lot of people says, what has Pochettino done? He had a good Spurs team and he couldn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of people are like, what about somebody like Pellegrini? Pellegrini is a proven manager. He's over there in Spain right now at Celta Vigo or some shit like that. He'll fucking drop them in a heartbeat to come back to the Premier League.
Yeah.
Though those were like 2 guys that I was thinking. I mean, but yeah, I think you definitely, had some good shout outs. A lot of people are saying Patrick Vieira, possibly Thierry Henry, but my thing with that is, I'm like, if you're complaining about Arteta not having any experience and not doing anything, why are you going to bring in Vieira, who coached in Major League Soccer and then flopped in France? The same thing that Thierry Henry did. Flopped in France, and now he's in Major League Soccer. And Montreal isn't even that good.
Nah, you don't bring them in. Maybe if you want to bring them in, if the next coach wants to bring them in as assistants, like, yeah, that's fine. Which actually is another shout out for Brendan Rodgers, because with Brendan Rodgers comes fucking Arsenal legend, world legend, fucking high press podcast legend Kolo Touré.
My guy Kolo Touré, aka Francois the car salesman.
Francois coming back to London to sell cars, bro.
No more cars. Francois, you're a married man. No more cars, please. All right. If you guys don't know the Kolo Touré story, look it up. Put Kolo Touré car salesman, and you'll see.
Legends. Oh my God. Actually,
high press podcast legend. No, he definitely is.
No, yeah. Kolo Touré.
People are saying that they're in a relegation battle. Do you think Arsenal is going to get relegated? I don't think so. They're 15th right now. They're like 5 points off the zone, but I just don't see a way that Arsenal get relegated, bro.
That's people, as they like to say, taking the piss.
Yeah, right. Taking the piss. It's very hyperbolic.
They're bantering Arsenal. They're not going down. They're not.
Yeah. I don't think so. I definitely don't think they're qualifying for anything. They're not doing Champions League or Europa. They may finish 8th, 9th, 10th, but they're not getting relegated.
Maybe they won't finish on the top half of the table. I think they'll end up in like that 8th, 9th spot. but they're not going down by any means. There's too many teams that are worse than them at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
We'll see, man. Let's skip the VAR topic. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, we'll come back to
Marcus. Is Marcus Rashford the new Robin Hood?
100%, bro.
Shout out to Rash.
Shout out to fucking
doing it right now, man.
Bro, like that guy is doing big things. Like the guy barely is legal to drink in the U.S. Like I mean, I know there's drinking ages in the thing over there, but like, and he's already doing more than fucking everybody's doing. He wrote a letter to fucking Boris Johnson himself personally and was like, yo, dude, what the fuck? Like, obviously, you know, he dressed it up and everything, but like, and then they like, then they opened the book up for $120 billion or for some shit. So like,
yeah, so Marcus Rashford has been very outspoken on Twitter and social media in regards to, you know, to the whole Black Lives Matter, the racism in football, but also poverty in the UK. So what happened during the whole COVID pandemic, you know, kids weren't in school. A lot of kids get free food from school, right? They get their lunch. Sometimes that's the only meal that kids get, you know? So with the whole COVID thing, UK was going to scrap the program. They were going to cancel all free lunches. And he said, he's like, listen, we can't do that. We can't forget about these kids because I was one of those kids. You know, he said, he literally said, he's like, I remember going with my mom to food pantries, to soup kitchens, you know, to lining up outside to get a Christmas dinner and Thanksgiving. And he said, listen, I have the quote right here. He said, this is about humanity, right? We have to look at ourselves in the mirror and feel like we did everything we could to protect those who can't, for whatever circumstance, protect themselves. And he's 100% right.
100%, man.
With everything that you could fucking cut, don't cut the fucking free lunch for the kids, man. They need that shit.
Thing that, like, I feel like everyone should universally agree on is like, dude, they're fucking kids, bro. Like,
I mean, have a heart, right? Like,
right?
No, but just like you said, you know, his letter to Boris Johnson kind of got him to kind of turn around and to reinstate the program.
The fact that it took that is insane, but yeah.
And during COVID, when people were locked up in the house, he was going out making deliveries to these type of family. I think supposedly there's 1.3 million families in the U.S. that live in the quote unquote below the poverty line. So, you know, he got the support of like these local businesses. They would make, you know, food packages. He got in touch with like delivery services. You know, he would literally be fucking Marcus Rashford showing up to your house, dropping off groceries and shit. Like, could you imagine that if you was a little 10-year-old kid?
It's life-changing, man.
You know, and he was getting some shit from the media too. They were like, oh, you know, this is rich for somebody who just bought, you know, $2 million houses. And he's like, it's not even about that. He's like, don't try to switch the subject off of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, why don't you fucking do it, you know?
You heard me? Facts, man. So shout out to Marcus Rashford. Keep doing your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, because that's a noble cause. And you know what? A lot of athletes could do more, should do more, but they don't for whatever reason. This guy actually has a heart and he knows what the fuck is going on in his community. And I, for one, I know you as well, can appreciate that.
Oh, hell yeah. And what I think is most impressive about this, and why I think he really needs to get props is he didn't just like write a check and say, yo, take care of this. He fucking changed policy on this. The man fucking politicized this shit, bro. Like
he got boots on the ground. He got people moving and shaking.
He made a government into action to write a stimulus bill for this shit. So that's fucking powerful. Bro.
He literally got 1 million people to sign a petition and then sent that shit to Parliament. They was like, look, all these people gonna be real mad at y'all if y'all stop fucking, you know what I'm saying, cutting these kids' school lunches. And look, shit makes a difference. So you know how they say like every one person can make a difference. Obviously, he got a bigger platform than a lot of us, but he's setting a great example. And I definitely think that that's something that even two stoners like you and me could appreciate. Because, you know, we love free shit and we love food because, you know, we be having the munchies and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Shout out Rashford, man. Big ups.
Shout out Rash, a.k.a. Robin Hood, man. A.k.a. Robin Rash. Oh, that's the new
Robin
name.
Rash, bro. Because he literally took money from the rich and he's giving it to the poor.
Facts, man. Right. Speaking of taking money from the rich and giving to the poor, well, no, I don't know. That's not even the transition. We're going to talk about VAR.
Fuck VAR.
VAR.
Fuck VAR.
Is VAR good or bad for the sport of soccer?
Here's the thing I'll say. This is really the only thing I actually wanted to say about VAR. They need to do something about the fucking offsides. That's it. Like, they need to do it the way the Dutch league does it. They have like a 5 or 10 centimeter error of margin. That's how it needs to. It's way too fucking close. If you are drawing lines to see if, like, half of his elbow was ahead of the defender, you've lost the integrity or the idea of what the rule is supposed to be. It's not the way it was supposed to be. So if you're drawing 10 lines here, his heel is onside, but his other half of this foot is offside, he's offside. Fuck that, bro. That needs to be changed. And like,
I mean, and it's especially because of how the rule was written. It states that any part of the body that can score a goal has to be behind the defender. So if somebody's elbow, just like you said, is out, or their shoulder is past the defender, you can't score with your elbow. You can't score with your shoulder. So that should be called onside.
Nah, yeah, fuck that. It's bullshit, and I think the problem is, and I forget which player said this, probably a few, honestly, but they were saying the problem is that these rules are being written by people that don't play the game.
They never play the game.
That's the fucking problem. Yep. And that's the problem with everything. These rules are being written by people that have no idea what the fuck they're doing and are completely out of touch with the things that they're supposed to be writing rules for.
And also, it leaves too much room for interpretation. Every ref has his own interpretation of the bylaws. So why don't you just have one central figure, you know what I'm saying, that comes up with all the decisions? You have all this fucking money. You have all of these pregame shows and all of these studios. Why don't you just have referees in the studios buzz down to the earpad? Yep, that's good. Nope, that's bad. That's it. Like, I don't understand. It's just dumb.
It's fucking bullshit is what it is. You got these dinosaurs like in there, and then you got fucking David the fucking cunt coot in the fucking booth, like fucking everybody's day up. Fuck that guy.
Okay. Tell us how you really feel, bro. Well, matter of fact, this is a good transition into our next topic. Somebody else that had something to say about VAR. Actually, he's had a lot to say recently about everything. Ronald Koeman, former Everton manager. Ronald Koeman is essentially fucking public enemy number 1 at Barcelona right now. He's getting into beef with everybody, huh?
Everybody. And like and now apparently Zidane too, apparently he's getting into beef.
Yeah, exactly. So there was a controversial, call in the Real Madrid game. The Sergio Ramos, it hit his hand. They didn't call for VAR, and then Real Madrid ended up scoring 2 more times after that. But had that goal, they would have been losing. You know what I'm saying? So obviously Koeman, who coaches Barcelona now, right? He said that the referees favor Real Madrid, and that's why they didn't give them
some mind games there.
Yeah. So recently, Zidane was asked about that, and he says that's total nonsense. He's like, I'm not worried about what Koeman says. I'm worried about our next match. Yeah. It's not even factual, to be honest with you. Real Madrid has only been given 2 penalties this season. Barca, who Koeman coaches, has gotten 4. And they've actually conceded 5 penalties, which is the 3rd most in the league. So they've actually were hurt more by penalty calls than they were actually favored. So I definitely think it was a little gamesmanship.
He just wants to stir the shit.
Yeah, he's trying to get in their heads. He actually tries to get in his players' heads too. You were telling me about a story about I forgot what the kid's name was.
Ricky Puig. Yeah.
Ricky Puig.
He's icing this kid out. It's like a young guy too. He's like a young player.
21 years old. He's supposed to be one of Barcelona's, rising stars, right?
Yeah, he came through, and that's why that's why it's very divisive amongst apparently it's very divisive inside the locker room because this kid came up through La Masia, he's Barca through and through, and then the way he's treating this guy is apparently really not apparently, it is fucking fucked up. One day he praises the kid, will play him, not much, give him 10 minutes here and there. Says that he's training well. Then, a week later, when he's asked about why Puig isn't getting playing time, says, I don't play players that don't train hard. So, he's waffling even on the messages that he's sending about this kid into the media. Now he's fucking ruining this kid's training reputation, saying he doesn't train well, and I'm icing him out. And then you go and fucking play Coutinho, who,
right, yeah. Who everybody knows who doesn't train for shit, right, yeah.
So, what are you doing here, bro? This is a young kid, and, you're fucking with his confidence as opposed to building him up. He did the same thing with your boy Nias at Everton.
But,
and he's doing the same.
Nias probably deserved it, though. I'm going to keep it 100. Nias probably deserved it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that really happened, but maybe Puig does deserve it. But the fact that it's causing division in the locker room tells me that maybe he also doesn't deserve it.
That's another point. He not only called him out in the media, he also ripped him in front of teammates, and he accused him that I guess there was some information. Yep. Yeah, there was information that was leaked to the papers, and he says, you're the fucking leak.
Yep.
So his teammates were like, yo, why you coming at this kid like that?
Yeah, so he's really coming at him. And actually, I was reading an article that is what really rubbed a lot of the players the wrong way, the undressing that he got in front of all the other players. They felt like that was inappropriate.
And, I mean, he's not just doing it with this young kid. He's kind of phasing out Suarez.
He phased him out.
Arturo Vidal. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys that are kind of on their way out.
Now, bro, I think he's the top scorer in La Liga.
Who?
Suarez.
Really?
I think so. We can don't hold me to that. Oh, that's another thing. You gotta fact check us.
Oh yeah. We definitely don't fact check around.
Fact check us.
Yeah. Y'all gonna have to fact check us, right? Yeah. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just wild now. Even with his time at Everton, I don't really like Ronald Koeman because I think he kind of fucked our club. He made a lot of bad buys that never really worked out, and we were stuck with a lot of his players. He paid $30 million for fucking Yannick Bolasie, you know what I'm saying, and people of that ilk, But could it just be that he's trying to kind of be like a tough dad and kind of motivate these players? Because he's old school, right? He came up, in the Netherlands. He's played, he was a great player at Barcelona, back in his day. But players now are divas, bro. You can't talk to them like that, or else they just stop playing for you.
Yeah, and it's crazy because the Dutch players, because he was the national team coach right before he came to Barcelona, they love him.
Yeah.
So maybe there's more to it, and we don't know. Barca's also they've also got some cancerous players in that locker room too that need to go too, if we're being completely honest. So
speaking of need to go in Barca, where is Lionel Messi playing next season? Talk to me. Talk to me about that.
I think Messi. Here's what I think. I think Messi stays in Barcelona, and I think Koeman is gone.
Yeah,
that's what I think is gonna happen next year.
I don't see Lionel Messi wearing another jersey, bro.
If he came back after all that shit that happened in the summer, he ain't going. He ain't leaving for nothing. It could fuck. Fuck his wife and he's staying, bro.
There's rumors of PSG. There's rumors of Man City. Obviously PSG can pay money for anybody, so money is not an object for them. And Man City, he has that previous relationship with Guardiola. Also, City have deep pockets, and they'd be getting him on a free because he only has 6 months left on his contract. So it's not like they have to pay a transfer fee for him. He's gonna walk. He's literally going to pick where he wants to go. So I just think that he's not going to leave Barcelona. stuck with the bag of just leaving and not getting anything for him. Because I think that deep in his heart, he's a good person. He wants to be loved. He wants to be adored. And I think him leaving that way would ruin his reputation with Barca. And I just don't think that that's the way that he wants to go at this point in his career.
Yeah, because he's thinking about his legacy at this point, you know?
Exactly, right? He's done everything he needed to do.
You want
what I'm saying? Like, that win a World Cup. He hasn't done that.
He ain't done that.
He hasn't done that, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah, no, I think he stays at Barcelona for that reason. He's thinking about his legacy. He loves that club, bro. He's been with them since he was 14 or 12 years old.
Bro, they literally went and found him in fucking a field in Argentina. They paid for his steroid treatment, you know, because he was like super little and he needed like growth hormones. They booted Zlatan from the club because the two couldn't coexist. They built the entire team around him for years. Like, you know, so for him to just leave for free like that, I definitely don't think that that's going to happen. They're going to work something out. You know what I'm saying? He's going to sign another extension. Maybe he'll have a release clause in his next deal where he can play another half season and then they'll sell him in the next window. But I definitely don't think he's leaving in the next 6 months.
Nah, I think he'll be in a Barca jersey next year. I think Barca's going to make a few moves, keep him happy. I think Koeman's gone, to be completely honest with you. Because he's also not this board's coach either. This board didn't hire him. That was a Bartomeu signing. So I think he's fucking. I think he's gone. Because he also rubbed a lot of the players the wrong way, too. I don't think even Messi likes him that much.
Right. And, I mean, they haven't even been playing well, so it's not like he's getting the results.
He's gone.
You know? So it's a lot of things going against Koeman right now. He's definitely public enemy number one in Barcelona. Barcelona. So before we leave La Liga, we got one more player that's been rumored to go out. My guy, Isco. What's going on with Isco? Wasn't he one of the best players in the world a few years ago? The fuck happened?
Dude. Yeah, dude. Isco was fucking... He was, like, all the talk. I think he was supposed to be the next guy, you know?
Right. What the fuck happened?
Zidane fucking hates him. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he does not like him at all.
Zidane fucking happened. That's what happened, bro.
And it's crazy because he's only 28 years old. He's still only 28. He's not even 30 yet.
That's how good he was. Because Isco, that's why people were like, Isco was so young and so nice, and he was already starting for Real Madrid and killing it in games. Could he have peaked just early?
When Zidane came in, he kind of erased his position. He can only play in certain spots on the field.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't have the speed to play on the wing. He has to play centrally, but he's not that good defensively. So if you're playing with two in the middle, you can't really have him because then the other guy is basically all he's going to do is be in covering position. When Zidane came, they kind of scrapped it away. And then, right, so he had his issues with Zidane. Zidane leave, and then everybody was like, okay, he's going to come back in the team. Well, guess what? Zidane came back, and now he's fucked again. I think he has...
I'm coming back, not you.
He's like, nah, I'm coming back. You getting the fuck out. I mean, and so according to the reports, there has been teams interested. Sevilla, AC Milan, Arsenal have all been interested, right? But none of them have made an offer because Real have his price tag pre-COVID. They want $60 to $70 million for him. And that's just not going to happen. Especially when you've been benching the guy for 2 fucking years.
Fuck yeah. Fuck out of here.
You're literally devaluing him to the point that you can't sell him.
That's ridiculous. I think even pre-COVID, that's kind of too much. For the fact that you don't know you wasn't playing.
It's crazy. They're if they want to sell him that bad, which Zidane does, but the club already took a loss on Rodriguez when they sold him to us for what, 20 mil, 30 mil, right? How much he paid for him? Like 80? You know what I'm saying? They're already gonna take a loss on Gareth Bale. They know they're not gonna get the 100 back that they paid for him.
Bale for the last
Matter of fact, they couldn't even sell him back to Spurs. He's on loan right now.
Yeah.
Technically, he's still a Real Madrid player.
And I think I might be wrong, but I think they're subsidizing his wages too.
He make like 500, he makes like $500,000 a fucking week, I think. Some crazy shit.
Like splitting it 50-50 his bills too is.
So that's what it is. Florentino Perez doesn't want to take all those losses. He already got the L on James. He's gonna take a L on Bale. He doesn't want to take a L on Isco too, because you also got to remember you got financial fair play involved. He has to balance those books. So he needs that 60-70 mil if he wants to, cover up his expenses from the past 2 windows.
Yeah, because they spent a shit ton on Hazard too. So, don't forget that either.
2 Brazilians, before that, Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. They also bought, I think, the other Brazilian kid, right? I forgot what his name was. There's another one that they bought too.
And then Luka Jovic that they just bought
Jovic for 60 mil. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of money.
For them either. They sent his ass out on loan.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. What do you think happens with him? Do you think he stays? Do you think he eventually leaves? And if so, where do you think he goes? Or where do you think he should go? Like, what would be a good fit for him?
I think Isco, he should leave if he wants to play, unless he's happy just sitting on the bench and making a lot of money.
Collect the money, right.
Play, he's got to leave. I think it would be cool to see him go to Arsenal. And Arsenal could use someone like that.
Use him, yeah.
But at the same time, I think maybe for him, it might be better if he went to Sevilla. And stayed in Spain.
Right.
Sevilla's competitive and shit. So he'd be playing.
Sevilla's always in Champions League or Europa. You know what I'm saying? Either or. So yeah, that wouldn't be a good one. There was also rumors that he was gonna come to us, but Carlo shot them shit. Carlo was like, no.
Once James came, you don't need him. Right?
Yeah. Carlo was like, I'm opposite. He's like, I love the kid, but no, we aren't.
Yeah, no, it's redundant because I think Carlo's building something a little differently too. Because also, I think didn't Ancelotti play Isco like on a wing?
Yes, he played him on the left.
But like his style was a lot different. He gave him a lot more freedom to roam into the middle, and he had Marcelo coming up and covering all that space for him and everything like that, which worked. But this Everton team, he wouldn't fit there. I don't think he fit there.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see what's going on with my guy Isco. And our last topic before we get into some listener questions was a topic that you actually brought up. And I was wondering what kind of was running through your mind. You said, who are the craziest fans? NCAA football fans, college football, or soccer hooligans?
Yeah.
Now,
so I actually thought of this question because I was watching Troops on the podcast, and he had someone on, and he was talking about. They were talking about crazy sports fans, like how we don't really have them here like they do in the UK. And somebody shouted out the Eagles fans, which they are fucking crazy. But then it got me thinking, like, yeah, Eagles fans are crazy, but, like, we have a whole culture of fucking nut jobs out here. And I thought, college football, bro. Like.
So for people that don't really watch college football or whatever, we're getting a lot of UK fans now that, I've been on Troops' show and all of that shit. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to Zion and all them. But college football, so it's like, it's ridiculous, especially in those small cities, those Alabamas, the Michigans, where they don't have professional teams. College is like all they fucking got. Like literally, like all you see is everybody wearing a hat, wearing a jersey, the bumper sticker. The towns close up on game day.
High school football is even fucking big in those places.
Yeah.
The whole
Texas
town
and all of that shit.
On Friday night, they're crazy. So like I think the football culture, college and like that high school Southern football culture is. You can kind of compare it to that craziness, I think, that you find in the UK and Italy and all those places. But those,
maybe with passion, I'll argue that it's not as violent. Like, cause soccer hooligans, Yo, they set up pre-match brawls. Dudes fucking they attacked the other team's bus. You remember what happened to Dortmund and shit? Didn't they like blow up a fucking bus a few years ago?
I don't know, man.
So yeah, it was like some crazy shit where like the Dortmund player got his eye cut because they were throwing shit. People like throw fucking rocks. There was a French 2 title match, I think last year or the year before that, where they had to suspend the title match because the away fans refused to get off the bus in fear of their safety.
Fucking crazy.
Yo, you remember what happened in Portugal to Sporting CP? The ultras attacked their own fucking players.
Oh yeah.
They went up in the training ground with bats and sticks and beat the shit out of players. Yo, there was like 6 dudes that actually told the club, "Yo, y'all have to sell me, or I'm not coming back. I'm not playing for this shit." Like, they're mental over there, bro. I love college football. I love the passion. I don't think it compares any way. Yeah. The only thing that I would say is California fans. Those Cali fans, bro, those 49er fans, the Giants fans, Dodger fans, Raider fans. Yo, bro, do you know how many people have gotten killed at fucking Dodger games and 49er games and all of that?
Yeah, they're crazy. That's
in 2003, a Giants fan shot a dude in the parking lot for wearing a Dodgers jersey. 2011, a Dodgers fan got beat so bad that he was left disabled. 2013, a guy was fatally stabbed in the fucking parking lot and died. 2014, there was a game called the Battle of the Bay. They literally had brawls in the stadium. 32 people got arrested that day.
Yep.
And it was the 49ers versus the Raiders.
Yep.
You know, if you guys don't know, and I'm saying, you know, that's like a rivalry.
That's a derby.
Yeah, that's a derby. So I would say in the U.S. it would be Philly fans who like threw snowballs at fucking Santa, and you know they have the jail in the shit. But those L.A. fans get buck wild out there.
Where would we put Bills fan? Where would we put Bills Mafia?
Bills Mafia too.
They might not be violent in the sense that they want to fight other people, but they fight themselves.
Yeah. The Bills, the Buffalo Bills fans are some of the rowdiest fans. If you guys don't know about the Bills, go on Twitter and type in Bills Mafia is crazy. You'll see people like fucking putting picnic tables on fire and jumping off of them shit.
Table match shit.
Yo, some
jumping off ladders onto tables.
Yeah, bro, they're crazy out there. Bills Mafia too, but yeah, just like you said, that they're more so like kind of reckless and crazy, not necessarily violent.
I think passion wise and rowdy wise, I think it's
just because like just say we were saying, there's really nothing fucking else going on in Buffalo, so it kind of understands it, right?
Besides, throw yourself through a table when you watch.
That shit is crazy, man. We'll take a couple listener questions that we got from Twitter. I actually got the questions here, but I don't have the people that asked the questions. I'm sorry. I'll retweet y'all and shit afterwards. But the first question is USMNT based, right? It says, if you bought a team and you had to buy one USA men's national team player to kind of be your first buy or your lead guy, who would you pick?
Yeah, so I would take. This is a great question because we're starting to come up. We got some players on the up and ups and stuff. Right now, I would buy West. I would do Weston McKennie.
Big West. Juventus, baby.
Juve, shout out Juve. I think this guy is a stud. Like, I think this guy embodies what I want American players to be. He's big, he's strong, he runs, he's agile.
And he's a dog, bro. He's a dog. He got a mean streak.
Fucking workhorse, bro. He guy's not tired. He's fast. Like, this guy can do it all. And that's what I want American players to be like. And he plays in the middle too, which is a super important position. Guy's a destroyer, but he can also score some goals. He can also, pick a pass out, So I think he would be my guy that I would take. And I think if I'm considering the history of U.S. soccer, Tim Howard. Anybody I can take, a.k.a. who I think the best ever is, I think
Right.
it's Howard, bro. Because first of all, like, you can't lose if you can't score. And if you need to know how good Tim Howard is, just watch him against Belgium in that World Cup.
15 saves, I think.
16
Ridiculous.
saves.
Ridiculous. Belgium was whooping our ass. Tim Howard was the only fucking reason why we got into extra time and shit.
Yep. Tim Howard.
You know?
Shout out to Tim Howard, bro. But anyway,
Fucking Evertonian, you already know.
Evertonian. And he played for Manchester United, bro.
Right, Manchester
Tim
United.
Howard
Exactly, yeah.
was a fucking beast of a keeper.
So you would go Weston McKennie over
McKennie.
Christian Pulisic?
I would. And I think it would be, I think you can kind of know why I would. Don't get me wrong, I think Christian Pulisic is our best player. I think he's the most talented outfield American player that we have ever had. I think when healthy, Pulisic is the best player on Chelsea right now. Yes, I do. I think he's better than Havertz. I think he's better than Ziyech. I think he's better than Werner. I think he's better than all of them when he's healthy. Yeah.
Okay.
Look at his return rate, bro. Look how many goals he scores. Look how many goals he creates when he's in that lineup. I think it's more than everyone. And just he's so fluid. He's so confident. The guy with his runs just creates so many things, even off the ball.
The only problem with him is that he can't stay healthy. He's always hurt, man.
That's why ultimately I wouldn't take him.
I kind of had that same sentiment. I love Pulisic. You know, he's definitely, you know, the best player we have right now. But you can't play if you're not healthy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would I buy somebody that is not healthy? So I went another way. I went with another young Dortmund kid. I went with Giovanni Reina. 18 years old.
What up? It's your boy E. Cutting into the program to let y'all know, once again, unfortunately, we had some sort of technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on when I'm trying to break these videos down from Skype. It just loses pieces of the recording. I'm over here at my uncle's beach house, you know what I'm saying? Chilling and shit. Edited the video, and I'm like, damn, I lost more audio. So what I'm going to do is, I had another recorded video that we never put out. It's kind of old. We had a couple topics, but there was a couple, you know, funny moments and all of that shit. So I'm going to splice this in at the end, and hopefully I could get my situation right, and we can put out full podcast with the full audio, full video for y'all at the next time. So I hope you enjoy episode 21.5. Anyway, I'm gonna go outside, finish smoking as well.
It's still the first wave.
I mean, we gotta keep it 100 with the people though. We do this shit over Skype, so it's not like because of the pandemic we wasn't recording. We were just lazy potheads and we just didn't feel like doing. Come on, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100.
We were supposed to record this last night, but Assassin's Creed Valhalla just dropped, and you know.
So Bijan texted me. He said, yo, bro, can we possibly do it tomorrow? Cause I just got Valhalla today and I gotta play that all night. I was like, yo, go ahead, fam. I get it. By the way, how is it though? A little game review.
Game is pretty fun. I only did one mission because I don't know. I got long story short, I got a little too high, started getting sleepy, and it was a bad first diving into it. But the mission was very good. I'm digging this Viking storyline, I will tell you that.
Yeah, the Vikings is badass, bro.
Oh yeah, it's a very good storyline. So I'm very excited to see how that one unfolds.
Those graphics look wild too.
Graphics are good. You know, I got that 4K TV. So graphics are looking good. I would love to see how it looks with the PS5 though.
Yeah, I know. I'm still rocking the PS4, but eventually, right?
Eventually.
Matter of fact, the new Call of Duty drops, I think, this week too, or next week. That shit is gonna be wild too. So
yeah.
Matter of fact, yo, me and Bijan both on PS4. You know, we'll drop our PS4 names in the tag if y'all see us online. I'm saying, come get some smoke.
Yeah, if you want to get that FIFA smoke.
Anyway, let's just get into it, man. Speaking of people that want smoke, Wan Bissaka's girl wants smoke, or his ex-girl
Which
wants
one?
smoke, son. Yo, what happened there?
I don't know, man. Like, I'm not trying to kink shame anybody. We don't like to do that here on the High Press Nation, but Wan Bissaka is into some weird shit, and he's
a dirty boy.
A dirty boy. He got all his dirty laundry aired out. All of it.
In the streets, social media is relentless with it. I don't even want to get in. Yeah, I don't need names. Basically, his ex, he cheated on her with this other girl, got her pregnant. Now his ex putting on social media that he's cheating on his current girl with the baby, and he got another bitch pregnant. And the chick used to date his teammate, Jesse Lingard. So the second side chick, his mans used to pop, and now he's popping it. And he got his side chick and his second side chick pregnant.
Yeah. I mean, let me tell you something.
That's messy, man. That's messy. That's messy, man. What's he doing?
I don't. Apparently, he's too busy searching for his own nut.
So it was also revealed that like we said, Wan Bissaka is a dirty boy. Shorty said that he likes to ejaculate inside of her and then go down on her so he can taste his own ejaculate.
And that's W if you're listening to this without your headphones on.
Wow, have you ever done that? I don't think that's really something I do. Like, if I'm gonna blast off in something, I'm telling her to go to the bathroom and clean it out for her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for adventure, let me tell you. But that's one adventure I'm gonna have to stay out of. Cause that's a lot of shit going on. He's got court cases. He's got 2 baby mamas. Like
both of them pregnant, hitting him with alimony.
And then you got some other secret chicken in like on the way. Like, yeah.
Next topic. So this dude from the Russian national team, what is his name?
Artem Dyzuba, I think.
Artem Dyzuba.
Yeah, Dyzuba.
Yeah, so a video of him jerking off went viral. And apparently it cost him a spot on the Russian national team. He actually featured prominently in the 2016 World Cup for Russia. I think he scored like 3 goals, or he scored a hat trick in one of the goals to help them advance. So it's not like, oh, he's just not good enough. Nah. Literally, he probably sent this to some bitch.
Yep, and
he probably didn't call her back, and she's like, I'm sending this shit to the Daily Mail. They'll pay me $50,000 for this.
Yep. Right.
No problem, man. Yo, I didn't see the video because I don't really want to see
it. Yeah, you don't need to see that.
But the thumbnail of it, he's just like he just looks crazy, crazy.
Why?
But this isn't even the first time either. Supposedly he got in trouble, I think, because the video cameras caught him like inside the locker room. He was celebrating with one of his teammates. He like took his pants down and then he started to hump him from the back. Like, this is just a wild dude.
This dude just loves to fuck. Like, he loves to fuck.
Dyzuba, yo, whatever his name is. Dyzuba is wild boy. Yeah. That's basically all you got to put on it.
For his manager, would you leave him off the team for that? Like,
I mean, it depends on how good he is, right?
Yeah, I mean, if he's yeah, you're right. It does depend on how good he is.
If
nice,
yeah,
I don't give a shit.
Right.
Use that as your celebration when you score a goal, bro. Take the card.
Nah, I was like, how the hell did that leak? Like, come on, bro. Like, he's a nondescript soccer player. I mean, like I said, he's not trash for the Russian team. He probably is a big piece.
Zenit is a good team in Russia too.
Yeah, but the coach did say that the team is preparing, for the Euros. So basically, he said, I don't want any distractions, and this would be a distraction. Because everything they would ask him and the teammates. You know what I'm saying? Like, but see, that's the difference between him and Gareth Southgate. That's probably what Southgate thinks, but he didn't say it. As opposed to the dude from Russia, he said, nah, he got a lot going on right now. Just let him focus on that. We don't want to lose any concentration and have any distractions.
Yeah, I mean, to Southgate's defense, though, he does have quite a few options at wing back. but would say that Wan Bissaka is probably one of the top options, though. So, like,
I would think so. Who else do they have?
They have Arnold, Trent Alexander.
But he's hurt.
But, I mean, they have Trippier. I mean, Wan Bissaka.
Trippier, okay.
Yeah, in my opinion, at least. Who else? Who the fuck else?
And I think Southgate said
Kyle Walker, definitely. He's got to be
okay.
But
I think he also said Reece James too.
Reece James is on the up and up right now.
I think Wan Bissaka is better than him, so he should have got in there. But
without a doubt.
This is back-to-back dirty boys though. Like, what's going on over there in Europe, man?
These Euro boys are acting wild right now.
You guys deserve bow for this. Matter of fact, another dude that deserves bow is Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs was wilding too.
Allegedly giving bow. Like,
yeah, allegedly was giving bow. Exactly. Yeah.
Like, that's crazy, bro.
So the story with Ryan Giggs was that he assaulted his girlfriend and a family member, I believe, of his girlfriend that was there. 2 women, they said that he assaulted them. Now, when they say assault, it can mean a lot of things. It's also alleged. You know what I'm saying? Giggs said he's cooperating fully with the investigation. He denies that he laid their hands on her. But to be honest with you, if his track record is anything, like, this is the same dude that cheated on his wife with his brother's wife.
Yes.
For 8 years.
For just under a decade.
Yes. So not only are you cheating on your wife, you're also cheating with your brother's wife. Like the level of not giving a fuckness is ridiculous.
Apparently, he got her pregnant too, and she had an abortion.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, all these
that's.
So you already, you know what I'm saying? You already kind of know. You know what? Now his dad did come out and say he said, listen, my son may be a womanizer, but he's not violent. You know what I'm saying? So just because he's been accused of cheating, but supposedly this was what it was about. Yeah. The current girlfriend got mad at him because she saw some text messages from some model,
which probably is true. He
allegedly, right? Allegedly. We are joking around like, yeah, he's a fucked up dude, you know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that he put his hands on these women. So let's let the investigation happen, you know what I'm saying? I just thought it like tied in with the whole fucking theme of naughty boys.
Yeah, and it's national.
You naughty blokes. All of y'all over there fucking in England, over in Russia, wilding. I don't know what the hell is going on over there. I mean, but to be honest with you, they are wilding in Major League Soccer too.
Yes.
I mean, have you seen this next story?
The shield blunder, right?
Yes. The Supporters Shield.
Captain America.
Yeah, the Captain America Supporters Shield blunder. Like, it really fucking this story is so MLS, bro. Like, oh my god, this shit is embarrassing.
I would look bad on the international stage, guys.
So for people that don't know people that don't watch MLS or don't watch soccer or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So what happens is they have a trophy that they give to the team, the best team every year. At the end of the season, the team with the top points, right, gets the Supporters Shield, right?
Yeah.
You know? But in Major League Soccer, there's also playoffs. So people consider the Major League Soccer Cup that they consider that as the regular trophy, and the Supporters Shield is just some throwaway shit, right? So what happened was if Philadelphia was going to win the game, they were going to be crowned Supporters Shield champions. Well, the Supporters Shield, it's literally a fucking like circular, you know what I'm saying, shield, was in Los Angeles. You know, they had it from last year, right? They sent it to Philadelphia, but this fucking package got delayed. So it was going to have no shield if they won the game.
USPS strikes again.
Anyway, so instead of having a replica, right, that looks just like it that you send around, you know, that's what a lot of trophies do. They have like a fake, right? You know, just to pose around for pictures and shit, because you don't want to mess up the real one. You don't want to drop it, you know, or dirty that shit up. Like there's been joints where people have been on top of the tour bus, celebrating and dropped the fucking cup. The bus ran it over. Like,
Almost.
yeah, so you want to have a replica, but MLS is so fucking cheap that they using regular postal service. Like, you can't use FedEx or UPS, dog. Like, what's up?
Insane, dude. It's ridiculous.
So basically, what Philadelphia had to do, they had a person that works for their marketing team or some shit like that. He knew somebody with a Captain American costume. So they went to dude's crib, picked up the shield from the Captain America costume, put a fucking vinyl over it, and that's what they use to celebrate in the pictures with. Ridiculous, yo. I seen that shit and I was like, yo, what the? Like, yo, people on Twitter thought that they actually CGI'd that shit.
Might as well have.
It probably would have been better, but this isn't the first time it happened. It happened to the Red Bulls 2 years ago. They literally did the same shit. One of the Red Bull fans and gave it to the team, and they put tape on it and they posed for that. Ridiculous.
Come on, guys.
Fucking MLS, man. This is why Bijan doesn't watch y'all. You see?
Yeah, this is exactly why I do not tune in.
It's Bush League.
Shenanigans.
For these bullshit shenanigans, man.
Honestly, I blame the referee for a lot of the Pickford
Why?
Because I think a lot of it is because people feel like Pickford wasn't punished for the tackle. Like, I think if he had gotten a card, like a red card or something like that, I don't think he would have gotten anywhere near as many tackles.
Right, because he would have been punished, right? Yeah, so there was more outrage.
But it's just like, I think they feel like he did this on, like, for whatever reason, he did it, like, however you feel, he did. I definitely, I'm a 100% Liverpool supporter, like, through and through. I definitely don't think he did it on purpose. I think he's very fucking reckless, and he needs to change his game up and how he plays. But that's whatever. But I think a lot of people feel like, oh, this guy didn't get punished. He got away with it, and he fucking took out the best center back in the league for the season. So It's inexcusable. You shouldn't send anybody fucking death threats, like, for a game at the end of the day. But, like, yeah, I think that's kind of what goes into it. And then he had to hire fucking, the personal security detail. That's crazy.
And not just for him, for his wife too, because people were saying that we can't find you, and we see your wife out shopping. It's on. We getting her.
Shit, like,
it's wild.
Like, give it to him, but, like, don't bring his fucking innocent wife into it and, like, his kid and shit. Like, fuck, man, that's fucked up.
Like, I mean, but you know how these fans are, man. People are crazy, yo. Like, people really, really get into this.
Yeah, especially that too. The city rivalry, like, it's like, and it happened to Virgil. Like, I think if it was like, I don't want to say it, but if it was like, Ox or something, like,
right,
people would not be sending death threats to Pickford. They'd just be like
James Milner, you'd be like, well, whatever, right?
But it happened to Virgil, who's like, he's the defense, So, but anyway, it's craziness. And then, like, Ancelotti benched him to give him a rest. But, like, I don't know, man.
A rest.
I think that's just paving the way for, like, yo, you're about to lose your job.
Well, no. See, as an Everton fan, Pickford just stresses me out because he makes the saves that he's not supposed to make. He makes the incredible, dive in, top corner save, quick, crazy reaction, right? Save. Awesome. He's great. And then on fucking chip ins or something that comes into the box, he just like freezes up. He lets the worst fucking goals in. He's just so inconsistent for what's supposed to be England's number one.
Yep.
And a lot of people are saying that he should lose the England job too. Everton brought in a goalie from he was playing in Serie A, I think, because last year we had nobody to challenge Pickford. You can't be like, yo, I'm gonna take you out when you got fucking nobody to back you up. So now they brought in a real goalie, and he's like, oh shit, wait a minute, hold on, I could lose this job.
Yeah, rightfully so. I mean, I think Pickford is he plays and you can see kind of in the tackle that he made on Van Dijk is like he's a very panicked player. Like he doesn't have any composure, and like you fucking need that from your goalie more than anything because that gives confidence to your defenders who will then can play with composure too, which like you just need that. Like Liverpool had the same issue. Mignolet was like very similar in the sense that he was a very panicked player. He didn't make the easy saves. He dropped crosses in the box and shit. Just a very panicked player, and that carried over to your defense because they start playing panic because they're like, I can't fucking make a mistake because if I do, you can't count on your goalie. Like so.
Right.
So yeah, I think it's a problem. I think it's in his mentality, number one, and then like you were saying, he doesn't make these simple saves. Like
let's go on to another topic, man. Have you seen that they gonna make a fucking Zlatan movie?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
But not a documentary though. It's like an actual movie. You know, like he's not gonna be in it. Yeah, you know. Look, our customary fucking ambulance or fire truck.
This time it's happening over in New York.
Yes, this time it happened in Queens. Usually it's happening in Chicago.
That's right.
Yeah, but anyway, so that Zlatan movie, it's actually based on a book that was written about him, you know, when he was younger. And there's gonna be kids that are playing him. I think one of the kids is gonna play him when he's like 13 to 17, and then another kid is gonna be like, you know, the grown up Zlatan. And so that shit just got me thinking, like Zlatan, if they did a movie on his whole life, all of the shit that he's done, yo, this is gonna be the greatest thing ever. What's your favorite Zlatan?
My favorite Zlatan story. Oh my god. There's so many Zlatan stories. So there was actually. Going back to this I Am Zlatan, first of all, because let me preface this documentary on Amazon that I recommend everybody check out. I think it's actually called I Am Zlatan.
I Am Zlatan, yeah. It's
very good. But like there's basically a story in like just littered with stories about Zlatan's life. But basically he's just the biggest shit talker in the world. Like this guy would talk shit in practice to fucking everybody. He would say, yo, you suck. And then he would literally just go and dribble by them. And then come back and dribble by them again. Like this guy. And then one of my favorite things is a quote from his teammate. He understood Zlatan. Like this guy had seemingly misplaced like ultra confidence, and he just lived to humiliate other people. Like why? Like why? Like, you know?
Yo, I was reading, there was a story when he played for Manchester United, he wanted to go shopping, right? But over there, you know, it was in like a shopping district in Manchester. He couldn't find no parking. What does he do? He leaves his car in the middle of the road, goes into Louis V, buys whatever he comes out, and his car is there. There's fucking traffic behind him. He's like, whatever, this is my car. Niggas ain't touching Zlatan shit.
And not taking it. So what?
Yo, he's the wildest, bro. Him and Pep Guardiola had beef. Because when he played at Barcelona, Pep was the manager, right? So Zlatan was mad because they kept featuring this young Argentinian kid named Lionel Messi. Yeah. You know, the team was kind of shifting towards how he plays as opposed to Zlatan, who's a big target forward. You know what I'm saying? Like he wants to. So he said about Pep, he's like, me and him never clashed. He's like, because he bought a Ferrari. And he drove that shit like a Fiat.
He's right.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, bro, if you gonna buy the Ferrari, hit the accelerator, let me play.
Yep. And Zlatan's, he's not wrong. I mean, Messi's Messi. Like you ain't stopping that.
Right. Like in hindsight, that decision wasn't too bad, right?
Banging in goals in a top league in Europe. He's about to be 40. Like. This guy is Like, I don't think
Nah.
this guy could probably play for another 5 years in, like, whatever league he wants.
Fam, when he came in versus LAFC in the first traffic goal, he hit that 40-yard volley, and then he scored in stoppage time to win the game. I said, oh, yo, this is the dude.
It was just child's play for him.
Took his fucking shirt off, was flexing on all these dudes with the back tat and all that.
The thing is, he knew he was going to do all of that, though. That's the thing. Like, everyone is, like, amazed by it, but that's the thing about Zlatan. He already knows he
knows that he's the best. Yeah, he knows that he's the greatest. And he has no problem telling you.
Yeah, exactly. He just does. That guy's, like, he's hilarious. I can't wait to see this movie. But he's also a good guy. Like, for all his confidence and, like, whatever, his cockiness or whatever you want to say, Zlatan's a very good guy to his fans and the people.
I mean, his teammates love him too.
Yeah, he's a good.
He
says he basically. I think there's a recent quote about him from Milan, because Milan has a young team now. And he was saying, he likes to do this for all his teammates because he brings on the pressure. So, like, these guys can just do whatever the fuck they want. They don't have to worry about it, and like all the attention's on him, so that everybody can play their game. And like, I buy it.
But like behind closed doors, he's always taking people under his wing. You know what I'm saying? And he's like a good team dude.
I think that has happened though as he's gotten older and matured.
Right.
I think when he was younger, he was very much more so what that persona is.
Yeah, the young Zlatan.
The young Zlatan, I think, was a dick, but a good dick.
And he say he was gonna smash some reporter, his sister or something like that?
I don't know. I think so, yeah. I don't know, though.
I think it was. Yeah, he said probably. No, because the reporter, I think like there was like pictures that he was like hugged up with some dude, and it turned out it was one of his teammates, but the reporter asked him like, yo, is there any truth to the rumors that you're gay? He said, bro, send your sister to my house tonight, and then I ask her if I'm gay. He's like, do it. He's like, do it. Go ahead.
He definitely said that.
He definitely said that.
I don't even need to hear. I know that's something.
Yeah, I remember. Like, that's the kind of dude Zlatan is, right? I don't think the movie's going to show it. I think it's going to be more dramatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, him growing up, because also his young story is crazy. Like, he's from Sweden, but he's actually not Swedish. His parents moved there because there was the war, so it was bugged out, man.
Yep.
Anyway, speaking of movies and all this shit, this was a crazy story. Fucking Deadpool is about to own a club in England.
Yes. Yeah. Him and Mac.
Him and Mac from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah, bro. Wrexham FC.
So they're a team from Wales, but they play in the English fifth division.
Yes.
Right, so basically they're considered non-league football because you have the Premier League, you got the Championship, you got League One, League Two, and then they're the league under that. So essentially, if they gain a promotion, they're talking about putting $2 million of investment into the club to fix the finances and buy players. Like for a team like that I think they haven't been in League Two since like 2008.
That'd be pretty epic shit.
And the club, it's like supposedly one of the oldest clubs ever. It's like 150 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it has like a lot of history. The pandemic is not helping it as well. So if you got these rich guys, from America coming in, and I believe the club is owned by like the fans. They have like a board of trustees. It's like 2,000 people. And they all voted like 95% to talk to them. So.
Hell yeah, you talk to them. They're like, they're rich, bro. Like, they got more money than what this club is probably worth, maybe,
Fucking Ryan Reynolds, right, is about to be a soccer owner. Matt McConaughey, Will Ferrell, LeBron got a stake in Liverpool. Like, it's a lot of American celebrities going over to Europe and, putting stakes in clubs. Hopefully they don't do that Mike Piazza shit and run it into the ground, though.
Well, I don't really know. Did Mike Piazza, was he trying to, work, in it too? Was he trying to have a say in shit? Is that why?
That's why I fucked up. Yeah.
I need to say the players that were buying and shit.
Yeah, he came in there, hired some dudes, you know what I'm saying? Ran all that shit, spent money on players that was whack, and he ran that club into the ground. So I mean, but that's what I'm saying. The fans from the club, they're very skeptical, but they're also curious. They're like, I mean, we got these foreign owners that could come in talking about they about to drop $2 million on a non-league club. That's basically Salford City, right?
Yeah. Well,
that's literally what the class of '92 did with Salford City. So essentially, Ryan Reynolds and Mac, what's his real name? Rob
McElhenney.
Yeah, Rob McElhenney. Just call him Mac from Always Sunny.
Mac.
They got money. They're millionaires. They literally said in their pitch to the fans, they said, listen, we're not doing this to make money. They're like, our day jobs pay us well. You know what I'm saying?
They probably like soccer too, and they want to they want to get into ownership, but they're not billionaires to be in the NBA or get into the Premier League. So they want to fucking
slowly build up. Yeah,
get their feet in, maybe build something, right? Which is that's dope.
That would be cool, and so I think supposedly the board of trustees are gonna vote on it. I think they have up till November 15th. It's November 11th right now. So depending on when you're watching this, they may have already voted to sell the team or to not sell. But I think it's gonna go through.
They should. Well, we'll see.
Right.
It depends. I guess it ultimately, at the end of the day, it depends what their plans are with the team and how much, I guess, say they want to have in the day-to-day operations, but we'll see how it goes.
All right, man.
What else we'll see?
That would be dope, though.
That's a cool story.
That would be a real cool story.
I would become a Wrexham FC fan, definitely.
Wrexham. Paul Pogba at Man United. Everybody's saying, that Real Madrid and Juve are trying to pull him away from Man United. But why does he have to leave? Why don't you just play him in his best fucking position? He's one of the best players in the world.
Think about Pogba's a weird dude, I think. I don't know. There's a lot of people say Pogba, a lot of the the pundits, if you will. They say Pogba I don't know. Pogba can't play unless he's surrounded by other all-stars or other people in the midfield that do all the fucking work because he's a lazy motherfucker. That's Pogba. When at Juve, for example, when he was doing so good, why was he doing so good? Because he also had Vidal in his prime and Marquisio, who were fucking box-to-box workhorses, just fucking doing everything. So all Pogba had to do was there, and then who was he dishing passes off to? Tevez and these amazing players. And then in France, who does he have doing all the dirty work? He has Conte there, running around the fucking field. And then he's dishing off dimes to Mbappe and Griezmann. And Manchester
Kareem Benzema and shit. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
United does not have those players. So that's personally what I think.
I mean, but he's always linked with something else. But he's another one that went for $100 million, right?
Yeah. Pogba was a stupid purchase on United's, and you got to do your research before you bring in a player like that, and you spend that kind of money. That's another shit. What the United's president of operations, just like Bartomeu, the guy's just throwing money everywhere and has no idea what he's doing. But I like that for doing that.
Yeah, right. Let's wrap it up right there and shit. It's Thursday right now. We about to watch some Thursday night football and shit. Get it popping. Me and Bijan are actually both the top of our fantasy league divisions as well. Shout out, right?
Bro, I think it's Wednesday.
Huh?
I think
it's Wednesday? Oh shit! I thought it was Thursday. Oh
man! So you thought
I'm definitely leaving that shit in. Oh, I'm playing myself. It's Wednesday?
Yeah, bro. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
You're about to go into work thinking tomorrow is Friday. Be like, yo, it's about to be the weekend.
I was about to be super disappointed. No, I was about to turn on the TV and be like, yo, what the fuck? What happened in the game? They canceled it because of COVID? Like, we'd be like, damn, COVID.
Fucking COVID, bro. COVID's rearing his head. Be safe out there, everybody.
Yeah, yo, peace, y'all. We out, man. Until next time, yo.
Peace.
Damn, I'm mad. I definitely thought it was Thursday. I swear to God.
Wednesday.
Well, whatever. Anyway.
Stay.
All right, bro.
Them man there for the other win, but we got it last minute, man. I feel like I'm Guerrero. Long time I've been dishing out CVs, but down that's yo, light up. Yo, double up, man. I'm trying to add zeros. Them man there for the other win, but we got it last minute, man. I feel like I'm Guerrero. Long time I've been dishing out CVs, but down that speak to a boss. And my young bro linking these girls, now he pissed. He got make up on his Fendi top. I'm on route to a mill, like Heskey. In my city, man, coming for the Sterling. I'm speeding like Stanley, so we might get tech. And this ain't no bang. She pull her top up like I said. She said she wanna go to the finals. Could she even hold the same?